say shit you too scared to say. I'm a real bitch now, deal with it. I'm a real bitch now, deal with it. We say shit you too scared to say. I'm a real bitch now.
Tuned into Raw Real Talk, where we give you the real deal, where we keep it 100 with you at all times. And on this segment, we are talking about molestation in churches and how children grow up in the church and ministers and priests and bishops are using their authority and the fact that they are supposedly a man of the cloth to their advantage to hurt and lure children under their wings, so to speak, and take advantage of them mentally, physically, and emotionally. See, what that priest or that bishop or that man of the cloth don't understand is the worst kind of man, the worst kind of person is somebody, one who uses God as their decoy to hurt, kill, and destroy. That's one thing. And the second thing is when a man is a hypocrite. And when I say man, I'm speaking of mankind, which is man or woman. When you are a hypocrite and your hypocrisy becomes bigger than the greater good of humanity, there's a problem. And the third thing that I want to address is that we have to look at this whole molestation thing in churches bigger than just Eddie Long. This is about the beast. We have to expose the beast. Who is the beast? See, if you don't recognize who your enemy is, how can you fight? How can you protect yourself? Now, one thing I can say to you is, if in fact you are not sure who the beast is, the one thing that you need to do is always wear the armor of God. And when you got people like Eddie Long and these white Catholic priests and bishops doing the same damn thing, you are protected with God. But see, the devil don't teach you that. God does. The devil is sneaky. He's a snake. Now look at the word snake. It spells out sneak when you really look at it. He's a sneaky fucker. And he'll come in and try to take what you have and play with you. And the church is his best venue. Why? Because he knows that, and he can come into the church and fool you. Then he feel he has your soul. So for all you ministers, you priests, with these beautiful wordplay and these strong voices, and you wearing all these fancy suits with glitz and glamour and all these big old cars and these huge churches, and you're luring innocent people, male or female, a child or an adult. See, we got to understand what the word child really means. See, molestation does come when you molest someone under the age of 18 and you of a certain age. See, the law have all these different things like rape, molestation, pedophilia, all that's fine. But you got to understand, it ain't just really necessarily just the age. It's the mindset and the mind frame of the person. Because if the mind frame of the person is feeble-minded, if the person is feeble-minded, it's like dealing with a child regardless of age. Now you have to understand that. Now when I speak of the hypocrite and the beast, they are one and the same. Because you got people out there pointing their fingers and say, you can't fuck little kids. You can't rape women. You can't steal money. You can't rob. You can't leave her or him hungry. But they are the main ones that's doing the same thing. See, they will always bust a black man when they see him sticking his hand in the cookie jar. But they never seem to go get the baker, the person that baked the cookies, the one that bought the jar. But see, they want to get the person that's reaching their hand in it. See, that's what the white man does. He make things so they're commercialized and that you feel the attraction and you need the attraction. It's like a drug. And we're addicts because we constantly keep running for the addiction of the is. And what I consider the is the image and status. And that is what these ministers and these bishops and these churches are doing now. It's a big contest now. It's a popularity contest, like I told you before. Because if it was about God, it wouldn't matter what kind of church you're in. So sometimes we feel when we have a place where people can meet, it seems to be more attractive and it gives you the image. So people, I would tell you this, the innocent ones I'm speaking to. If you're innocent, and when I use the word innocent, that means you do not know and you are not part of inhumanity in the sense of how the beast does it. You need to be very careful to go to ministers and bishops and churches and religions that has ministers that just babbling about a bunch of nothing. They use wordplay. They use their image, their light skin, their wavy hair, or their permed hair, or because this minister is cute. See, we use image as our reason to go after things, and we need to leave the is alone. And that's image and status. See, we tend to follow ministers because they have an abundance of followers. So we assume they're not babbling and they're talking and speaking the truth. And that same minister that got 5,000 to the man down the street that might have 200, the one with the 5,000 is the one that's fucking little kids. So open your eyes, people. See, where does the beast lie? Don't be a part of it. Don't follow it. Always do your homework. Don't assume the first thing you hear is the truth. Don't go by the fact that this church have thousands of members to say, oh, he must be doing something right. No, that don't mean he must do anything right. Hitler had thousands and thousands of followers. So what does that mean? Think about it. I'm speaking to you because I do love you. Even my brothers and sisters that are dead in their head right now, and they really don't know the truth, and they still out there doing inhumane things. That's killing, robbing, stealing, taking from somebody, beating your wife, beating your kids, beating yourself, addicted to drugs. You can get out of the slumps. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't. Love yourself. But see, this is really about me giving you a message, the truth. And what I believe to be the truth, and you don't believe it, do your homework. Don't take one particular man to be the answer. But one thing I can say to you, when you learn and start to use your common sense, you will lose the ignorance and you will become awakened in your spirit. And you will not be feeble-minded anymore. But you know what I feel common sense is? When something don't feel good in your spirit, you know. But if you are an evil fucker or an evil bastard or an evil man, if you will, or a woman, you play games with yourself and you don't give a damn about the common man. Only thing you care about is what? Spreading your evil, spreading your seeds. But this is God's world, and nothing goes on without the grace of God and the permission of God. But one thing he do, and I speak about this a lot, he gives us the mercy to have free will. So if I go up and rob an old lady, that was me. But we can have the devil tempt us to do these things. So do your homework. And like I said before, child molestation has a central location of the beast. And even though Eddie Long is an example of what the beast can do to a man's mind and to tempt them to do evil, malicious things, you really need to see who is behind the mess. Like I said, you can see the black man or the man sticking his hand in the cookie jar, but who is the baker? Who made the recipe? Also, who bought the jar? So see who's behind the mess. Do your research. See who started this nasty war we're in. And ain't the world that's nasty, as the people that's in it. So when you do nasty things, that's why our world is getting sick and messed up. Our world don't just have a runny nose. It have multiple diseases that's about to shut it down. Our world is about to shut down. You know why? Because we're letting the devil walk around freely. And we have stupid idiots following behind him. We always think of the tangible right here and now, but we don't think about the spirit that's within. Some feel that is no afterlife. That's your choice. But I know God didn't make us and have us born to go through all of this drama. It's about choices to do or not to do. So when you think you are the only person going through some drama and some nonsense, look to your fellow man because they're going through the same thing. Then you got to look to that other man and see is he's the cause of what you going through. So a lot of people want to talk like the shit that I'm speaking is propaganda, but it's not. It's reality. And you don't have to believe me. Because when things come to pass, which they're doing constantly in your face every day, we have a lot of people that know out there what they talking about. That's telling you the truth. But our eyes are closed and our ears are closed and our heart is closed because we don't have our spiritual eye open. So what I will say to you is, if God is using you as a vessel to give the world that much more humanity, I say light your torch for humanity. And if each person take responsibility and light their torch for humanity, you know how bright this world would be. Think about it. So please leave me your questions and your comments. Let me know how you feel about what I'm speaking. If you disagree, fine. If you agree, fine as well. Whatever I said that you can use it. Put it in your pocket and spend it. And what you feel you just can't use, throw that shit away. Brush it off your shoulder and be done with it. But really think about what I'm saying. So this video was not just about molestation within itself. It's a bigger, brighter picture. God bless.